Hey guys, Jeremy, going to talk about something that is fairly common knowledge. I'm going to give you a little truth about St. John's wort. I've used it before, I used it many years ago. It was helpful for a time, which will come back later. But it's an herb. It's St. John's wort, W-O-R-T. It's an herb that's been used in centuries to treat depression. It's natural. It's fairly common knowledge and use in America. I'm going to go into talk about a couple of studies, but an analysis of studies on it provides greater effects. Is that St. John's wort provides greater effects on minor depression while providing only minimal effects on major depression, and there is a difference between minor and major. So it works better on minor, while major depression is more of a more serious medical condition. St. John's wort and antidepressants have been shown to be a bad combination. Don't do it. The studies show that St. John's wort can limit effectiveness of the antidepressants or throw the body into serotonin overload. While rarely heard of, causes major problems. And you have to see a doctor before you do anything. Some of these problems, it's confusion, headache, major blood pressure changes. You have to be careful if you have any kind of circulatory heart problem, sweating, fever, and even seizures if you mix them. You have to be careful. This is not an exhaustive list of all the side effects if you combine them. But it is always important to see a doctor. I won't be going into all of these, but St. John's wort, it has the potential to interact with several different classes of medications, depression medications. Mixing them can lead to the problems above and even death. So you don't do it. You have to be careful. It works if you do it right. In 2016, an in-depth review of 35 studies examined the effects, these effects. St. John's wort, it reduced symptoms of mild and moderate depression more than placebo, reduced symptoms to a similar extent as prescription antidepressants, has fewer side effects, and doesn't generally seem to reduce sex drive. The one problem is that, and I've experienced this too, it's true, the problem is that the body will build a tolerance to it, and you'll have to take more and more to get that same effect. And if you're doing that and getting those symptoms I just described, that's a problem. One works for a week, one a day, but then it's not working as well. Then you have to go 2 a day for a week, and then 3 a day. And while medications are standardized to work, and you work with a doctor, which is the right one for you, and they can see what's going on in your body. To take medications work, that's it, for the most part. But another recent study looked at 27 other studies comparing the effects of St. John's wort and antidepressants. Showed that St. John's wort had effects similar to those of antidepressants on mild to moderate depression. Not major depression. It also found that fewer people stopped taking St. John's wort during the studies compared to the antidepressants. People have an ego thing. I don't need this, I don't need help, I don't want to take it. But people kept on St. John's wort better. It was also generally thought to have fewer side effects than medications. Furthermore, in one controlled study, 251 people who took 900 to 1800 milligrams of St. John's wort for 6 weeks experienced a 56.6% decrease in their depression compared to a 44.8% decrease in antidepressants, although their results vary. Another controlled study of 241 people taking either St. John's wort or an antidepressant found that 68.6% of people experienced a reduction in symptoms with St. John's wort compared to 70.4% of those on the antidepressants. So it could go either way. Nothing is perfect. Summary, Studies show that St. John's wort appears to be as effective in antidepressants in treating mild to moderate depression. It also appears to have fewer side effects. But as somebody who suffers depression, you can't make the decision on your own. You can try it, it works, but you have to ask if you're going to go to CVS, Walgreens. Generally, I recommend the Vitamin Shop. But while you're at that CVS or Walgreens, is to ask the pharmacist. Even if the pharmacist isn't there and they got the technicians, they can look it up to see what the side effects are. So generally, it does help. It might be worth it for you. See a doctor. And my say in every video, if man made it, you can't eat it. This is the exception. So, hope this was worth it for you, and I will see you next time.